Yes, my name is Harrison Prof. Welcome to JUSHWA show. And by the way, today it's a different day. Tuko Nairobi County, Pande CBD. So on your way to Karioko. Today I came to see a very special guest. I'm bringing a very special guest today. Atatuambia majina yake, by the way. I don't need to say the name, but I can say he is special. He has done a special thing. He himself has done vitu zenye tunaonanga ni impossible kwa maisha. So he will challenge a lot of us today, and he has a lot to share in terms ya maisha yake, in terms of his academic life, challenges kikazi. He is actually totally visually impaired and he is a scholar. When I mean scholar, ni mtu msomi na ni mtu anafanya kazi. So today I have a very good and the greatest guest of all time, of which in compare time as introduced yeye mwenyewe. Like I said, we are to Nairobi CBD. Welcome to JUSHWA Mengi show today. Your host, Prof. Harrison. Yes, how are you, sir?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Uko salama?
Uko salama.
So my name is Harrison Prof. Today I'm here with. So I want you to introduce yourself to our audience. And mnao kusikiza pale ni JUSHWA Mengi show ya leo. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Let me take this opportunity to introduce myself. I am Kiprono Langat Bernard. I hail from Kiripa village, Kiripa sub-location, Kongasis location, Chepalungu sub-county, in Bomet County. So, I'm a scholar, as it has been said. I started my education life at Kiripa Primary School in 1997, where I sat for my KCPE in the year 2003. And from there, I went to Kirikyoti Secondary School for a year. Then from there, I dropped and I started again in Form 1 at Kiribade Secondary School in the year 2006, where I sat for my KCSE in the year 2009, and from there I joined Maseno University in the year 2011, and I graduated in the year 2015 with a bachelor's degree in international relations and diplomacy. And also, I am a Christian by faith. I'm a Catholic faithful. I love God because He has taken care of me up to this far. Thank you.
Yeah, wow. Like I said, he is a scholar. And he is telling us, and he has confirmed this that he is a scholar, and he has now are used to tell us about his life. So, Mr. Rangan, maybe you can confirm to us whether you are totally visually impaired or something of the sort before we proceed, so that our audience can hear the same.
Thank you very much. As it is confirmed by this white cane I have, I'm visually impaired, as it has been said, since birth.
So you are born impaired?
Yes, I was born impaired.
You have just said you have studied from primary, secondary up to Maseno University.
Yes.
And what I've heard from your introductory part of it, it has been public schools and not for the visually impaired institutions. How has been your life, and how has been your life in school? We can start maybe from there.
Thank you very much, sir. So my life in school has been characterized by both success and the challenges.
Yeah.
Because challenges in schooling is common, and therefore I really took time to ensure that I did my schooling well, and that is why I started at Kiripa Primary School in the year 1998, as I have said.
Yeah.
And from that time, I was using Braille for my learning.
Uh-huh.
And I had teachers who were assisting me, the teachers who have been taken for training at Kenya Institute of Special Education. And therefore, they had that background of assisting me. And if you can allow me, I can mention such teachers who assisted me so much when I've gone through that program. I had one teacher called Madam Eunice Motai. She really took me through that program very well. I also had a very supportive head teacher called Mr. Chonki, who also ensured that I got all the necessary materials for learning in primary school. And in that vein, therefore, I want also to thank the Kenya Society for the Blind, Sight Savers International, for availing the learning materials throughout the primary education section. And when I was in high school also, I was also in public school, though it was later changed into an integrated school because of my presence there. And I really learned there using also Braille as well. And I also had teachers who were assisting me. I had one teacher called Madam Masi, who really assisted me so much while I was in high school. She was teaching me mathematics in Braille and so on and so forth. And I also thank the Kenya Society for the Blind, Sight Savers International also for availing books. And more importantly, there was a non-governmental organization called Salus Okuli Kenya through the then director, Mr. Michael Ngeno, who really assisted me with the finances to continue with my learning. He also availed a talking calculator, which helped me a lot when I was doing mathematics in high school. And from there, I sat for my KCSE in the year 2009, and I made it to the university, and I was admitted to Maseno University in the School of Development and Strategic Studies, and I pursued bachelor's degree in international relations and diplomacy with information technology, as I had stated earlier. And I also want to thank my teachers there for really helping me, my lecturers for helping me to go through my academics well. And just to mention some few lecturers who assisted me to ensure that I did my schooling well. I want to mention Professor Frederick Wanyama, Madam Cyprian Oduoko, Johnson Olang, for really ensuring that I pursued my education well, learning alongside other sighted students. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So for the people that have been mentioned, feel appreciated. You really made Mr. Langat who he is today. And here's something to share. Mr. Langat, I have this question asked. What has been your greatest challenge wakati ulikuwa pale shule?
Thank you very much. I think the greatest challenge while you are learning with visual impairments is in the mathematics area. Learning mathematics using Braille is a bit very challenging because calculating it takes time, and also there are some mathematical signs which cannot be shown well using the Braille materials. So that was the main challenge. And another challenge is sometimes when you have the breakdown of Braille machines, because the program was still new in the area, repairing it was taking time, and therefore you can lag behind in as far as notes writing is concerned. And that was posing a very big challenge. Also because the system was still new, teachers were not also well equipped with the necessary knowledge that was necessary, that was required to help me while learning there. But they really made their commitment to ensure that I also do well like the sighted students.
So how was your challenge? Because in public you were with both the visually impaired and now the ones that could visually see things. So how was the challenge? Ama ulikuwa unaweza kumingo na wao aje? And what are some of the challenges you felt like unafeel wakati uko na the visually impaired, you as a visually impaired person, and now this is another person who can see things, can do things by his or her own self?
Thank you very much. I think the main challenge there is that while you are learning as a visually impaired person, you really have to be accorded enough time maybe to finish up your work, and maybe the sighted ones have finished their work early, and therefore you feel somehow not comfortable because you are lacking behind in maybe accomplishing your tasks in time.
So most of the time you could you could be given a task, wengine wanamaliza, wewe inabidi uongezewe muda pale, and you are like left now in the room to finish the work.
Exactly.
So like wanapewa 2 hours and then you have maybe another extra hour to do the very same work.
Exactly.
But they supported you.
Yes, they really supported me. I thank my classmates for all the way from primary to the university for helping me.
Yeah, so
they really helped me.
And
in that vein, therefore, I want to thank my classmates who are devoted to ensure that I succeed in my degree program. We had a group discussion of 6 people, and they really helped me. Among them was Josiah Mburu. We had Frida Wairimu. We have Liz Mudhoni. We had Philomena and Willis Mola, and they really did a very wonderful job to me.
So
I thank them.
You always felt complete because they were there to support you.
Yes, I felt complete because they were there to really help me.
To stand with you in everything, to do everything that you request them to do. And how is your moving around within Nairobi, you being visually impaired?
Hey, movement now around Nairobi is a bit challenging because there is a lot of traffic, and therefore you have to be extra. Somebody who is guiding me should be extra careful to ensure that we maneuver well. Otherwise, the traffic is very challenging.
Do you have someone who helps you around, or you just move directly? Unatoka kwa nyumba tu and just.
I have a guide who helps me. To move from here all the way to my office and back to the house in the evening.
Speaking of the office,
yes,
after completing the university, you are working today. Tell us something about your working experience and how your work is going around.
Okay, when I completed my degree program, I was privileged to work at the county government as an intern for a year. And I was deployed at the Department of Social Services. And my responsibility there was to help the director in the distribution of maybe wheelchairs, crutches, foodstuffs to the children's homes, and distribution of other learning materials for visually impaired persons. And from there, in the year 2019, I was lucky to be given a chance by the Public Service Commission through the Public Service Internship Program to work as an intern at the National Council for Persons with Disabilities in Bomet.
Oh, wow.
And there, we were tasked with the responsibility of registration of persons with disabilities to be issued with the disability cards, provision of wheelchairs, white canes, and any other assistive device to the disabled people around the area. Those were my duties. And from there, in the year 2021, I did an interview with the Public Service Commission, and from there, I was given an appointive device to the disabled people around the area. Those were my duties. And from there, in the year 2021, I did an interview with the Public Service Commission, and from there, I was given an appointment to work at the Ministry of Defense as a civilian administrative officer based at Kenya Army Headquarters. And that is where I am working up to now.
That's where you're working up to now.
Yes,
so, what are some of the challenges in a face kwa kazi now as visually impaired?
Thank you very much. Working there, I can also say that there are some challenges. And at the beginning, people cannot understand you the same way. Some can see you as somebody who can perform, while others can see you as somebody who is a liability there anyway. Because I remember when I was admitted there, then there was a lady who was working. This lady was taking me as a liability because she asked me the first question, then what will you help in this service? Will I give you the job of just receiving phone calls? And I was very disappointed because I saw that as part of discrimination.
Yeah.
But also, there are some people there who are there to give you an opportunity to really showcase your abilities. And I appreciate them. And those also who can see you as if you are a liability, then I have to disapprove them by maybe working hard and ensure that the civilians under me are really very happy and believing that I can deliver and help them, because there are some who are telling me that before I was posted there, then they were going through a lot of challenges. But once I was posted there, then from there they are very happy because they are commenting to me that I'm doing a very important job, and I thank them, and we are there to help them. So the greatest challenge there, or in any workplace, is discrimination.
So there is you feel there are areas where people just discriminate you because you are visually impaired, because you are able differently, because you can do things differently, or they judge you even before giving you a responsibility.
Yes, they just charge you before giving you the responsibility, thinking that you're an ability, you cannot help anything. Yes, because of the element of maybe disability. But they have to know that disability is not inability.
Very true.
Yes.
Yeah. So back to the to something that you mentioned on your introduction again. You talked about you being blind and you being visually impaired from birth. You have never seen anything, or haukuwa na uwezo wa kuona ukizaliwa pale. Is it in a family, or you are the only person who came to realize, ama you are the first person in the family maybe?
In the family, I'm the first person to be born visually impaired. Yes. In a family of 12.
Yeah.
So I'm the first one to be born as visually impaired. Yes.
So hakuna mtu mwingine kwa hiyo familia, and up to date there is nobody else, you are the only person.
Yes, I'm the only person.
So I would wish you to tell something, or you just tell someone who is watching about this part that you mentioned about discrimination actually, because a lot of people are going through this, not only the visually impaired. A time comes where someone cannot, those people who have do not have inability to walk, others cannot hear, others are deaf. So people have different challenges and they feel discriminated. People who just do not give chance. I would wish you tell just the public or everybody one in regards to discrimination of the people that are visually impaired or people that are able differently. They have ability to do other things. Maybe you can tell us, or you can tell someone who is listening to us just something about discrimination.
Thank you very much. I think discrimination is real, but to me, I want to take this opportunity to thank the framers of the 2010 Constitution, Kenyan Constitution.
Yes.
Because they brought a lot of light to the world of persons with disabilities. Because in every appointment, 5% should go to persons with disability.
Yeah.
And if were it not of that provision of the law, then I think discrimination could be something that is very, very, very big in the society of today. Because people just look at you as somebody who cannot deliver. But given chance, you can deliver because you have schooled well. We have living examples of people who have really made it in life. And I normally appreciate and thank Mr. Isaac Mwaura, the spokesperson, government spokesperson, because he has been taking a step to ensure that discrimination of persons with disabilities in the country is eliminated. And he has come up with some amendments to the Disability Act of 2003. And it's really, the act itself now is shedding some light in as far as matters to do with persons with disabilities are concerned. And we thank him for being an icon of change, transformation.
Wow. So there is someone out there who is visually impaired, maybe almost giving up, maybe doesn't know where to start, how to proceed with their life. You being now as one of the people that have achieved in life, regardless of the challenges that you have gone through in your education studies. Sometimes materials they are there, but they are not improved. The technology is there. Sometimes you cannot access it. Sometimes you cannot do things that you're supposed to do. Can you encourage someone there who is visually impaired or facing any other kind of a challenge, of maybe physically or emotionally, that is almost giving up?
Thank you very much. I want to speak now to the members of the disability community that giving up in life is not a solution to any challenge that you are facing.
Yeah.
And to me, what I discovered as a visually impaired person is that when you have a disability, because you cannot do manual work, can't ensure that you perform well in your academics, because that is the only way where it can equalize you with the rest of the members of the society. So mine is to tell them to work hard in school, and whenever they face challenges, they have to speak out, because we have got several platforms where we can air out our grievances, or rather our challenges, as regards to persons with disabilities. If you have a challenge, you speak to the people at the National Council for Persons with Disabilities, from Kenya Society for the Blind, Kenya Union of the Blind, and Albinism Society of Kenya, and they can assist.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, as you have learned, there is hope for you. There is an opportunity for everyone, whether you are disabled, whether you are visually impaired, whether you are lame, whether you have any kind of a challenge, there is an opportunity for you. The key thing is, Mr. Langate is saying, do not give up. And the only way to prove people that you can make it in life, that you can be who you want to be, it is working and focusing and being consistent in what you are doing. Feeling discriminated, you are allowed, and there are channels to report that. Feeling discriminated, all you have to do is to prove people wrong. The way they see you, the way they judge you, go over that and do greater things. So, Mr. Langada, let me go to the next question in regards to the family. The other day, as we were talking behind the camera, of course, you went a family burial, and you went a patient within the family who was suffering from something that you will tell us about. And how has it been before you gave, or before she rested, or before she had her last day of rest? May her rest in peace.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
A week ago, we were disadvantaged because we lost one of our family members, Irene Chepkoech, through the cancer disease, and we continue to say that may her soul rest in perfect peace. Irene really was sick for a period of almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And after a year, it was discovered that she was suffering from breast cancer, and medication was commenced from there. We sought medical assistance from both the hospital and the herbalists, but unfortunately we lost her. And such a disease is really very challenging, because it was the first of the kind in the family. We were confused of what to do, but we ensured that we medicated her. And this cancer disease really is very costly to say.
Yeah.
Yes, it is consuming a lot of resources. Time also is spent taking care of the patient, and there is generally discomfort in the family where such a person is suffering from such a disease. So as a family, we were able to medicate her. She went through medication all the way to the last day when she succumbed.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's really a very big challenge.
So there is something, there is an area that you have mentioned, and you have talked about it was a year later that it was discovered it was a breast cancer, if you may collect me.
Yes.
So it means she has been going to the hospital for 1 year. Then it was discovered later it was a breast cancer.
Yes, it was discovered a year later, but from the sources that are not very, from some other sources, we came to discover that the lady was aware of this disease from the time it started, but she never communicated it to anyone. She wanted to keep it as a secret to herself. But when the disease persists, she had to say it out.
She had to communicate later.
Yes.
After now, it became unbearable. In other ones, we are saying she was diagnosed, but the family members and the people that could take care of her from the inception of the disease realized 1 year later.
Yes.
That's so understanding. And I think that one sends a right in regards to the stigmatization or something, or what could have caused it, like mtu anyamaze for a whole year. Unajua kuna ile mtu anaamua wacha ninyamaze, maybe nitapona.
Yes, I think maybe she was trying to medicate herself first, thinking that the disease will be defeated.
Yeah.
So she decided maybe to treat herself silently.
Yeah.
But when it persisted, she had to say it out to the family members. So that is why we came to know about it late.
So when you noticed about wakati muri realize about the disease until she succumbed to the very same disease, this disease, cancer, it can be breast cancer, esophagus, colon cancer, it can be even anal, it can be prostate. There are a million of other types of cancers that people are suffering from. And you mentioned the area whereby it is draining, like in a drain even the resources. And specifically umesema pia watu wanakuwa tortured emotionally. How are you able to overcome this process in this is cancer? It can be breast cancer, esophagus, colon cancer, it can be even anal, it can be prostate. There are a million of other types of cancers that people are suffering from. And you mentioned the area whereby it is draining, like in a drain even the resources. And specifically umesema pia watu wanakuwa tortured emotionally. How are you able to overcome this process yenye umepitia kumpeleka hospitali, resources, time, everything else, and then again she succumbs at the very last minute? It's very important someone is listening anapitia hii, you just encourage this person on how maybe to go over that, and the importance of actually communicating once you are diagnosed or once you feel you have some issues somewhere, maybe kwa sababu hiyo ndio changamoto kubwa umepitia, si ndio? So tell us about the importance of communicating early on time to family members of the people that you love or that cares about you, and again how they can overcome the pressure, the depression thereafter or during this whole process.
I think what is very important is for early screening, and when one has been confirmed that he or she is suffering from that cancer disease, then proper medication be started maybe during its early stages before it reaches stage 4, which is a very deadly stage. It is very important to communicate to the family so that proper actions can be taken early enough to maybe control the disease or rather to eliminate it. So it is important for screening. Yeah, even if you are very healthy, just make sure that you screen yourself for it to be detected early enough if it is existing in your body. Yeah.
So it is very important to go for early screening, like Mr. Langate said. Cancer is deadly. Everybody can have it at any time, at any moment of life, or at any stage of life. All you have to do, go for a continuous, regular screening. I normally advocate, if you can go at least once or twice per year, it is very, very okay. Especially, there is kind of people who knows kuna watu kwa familia wamekufa, wameaga kwa sababu ya cancer, wengine they are already sick, or you come from the lineage of this kind of people, kindly visit any health facility for a screening, for a checkup. It is very important. It is very important to go for the screening, to get that regular screening. The treatment can start early. Cancer is preventable at the same time. It is treatable when realized at very early stage. Tafadhali tunawaomba mwenye anatusikiza pale, visit any health facility, kuwa screened, onekana pale. Hata huku tunapita tunapata outreach program kwa unapitia hapa TRM Roysambu, unatoka hapa unaenda Two Rivers, unatoka hapa unapita kwa barabara, unaona watu wakiandika hapo free screening of cervical cancer, prostate cancer. Those are organizations and people that have committed their resources to serve you for free. Enda tu screen pale, create your 10 minutes, your 15 minutes, or even 1 hour. Get the services that are there. Onekana, ambayo kwa sawa, ambayo kuna traces of maybe the cancerous cells, go for the treatment. They will refer you to the best facility ever. Because I know a number of facilities, organizations that can help you. There is Africa Foundation for Cancer, there is a Faraja. Kuna organization mingi zenye zinaandio na hizi organization. Go to the clinical umbrella, kuna organization mingi pale zinafanya ile kazi. Visit them, they can help you. I agree 100% sure. They won't charge you anything. They will refer you to the best oncologist. Just do not straight out there. Speak out. Tell somebody you are suffering from this. Tell someone you are feeling this. And then someone will be able to reach out to you and help you. So thank you very much. So there is an ongoing strike. Because we are talking about the cancer, there is an ongoing doctor's strike. And a lot of people are suffering. Do you have some insight in regards to that, especially with the experience of that cancer patient? If it is this time and she is there and she wants to see the oncologist or maybe a doctor. We have seen on social media, kwa TikTok, on the Facebook, YouTube, pale, a lot of people are screaming because of the pain. They cannot see the doctor in public health facilities. We have very few oncologists or even the oncology centers within our health facility. And right now they are overwhelmed. And again, now there is a strike. Do you have an insight on that, or what can you tell us? What can you tell Kenyans? What you can tell the government or somebody who is responsible for the doctors' services or maybe whatever that they want?
Thank you very much. I think I want to speak to two bodies here. That is the medics and the government. I think while the medics are on strike, patients are not at ease now because they are faced with a lot of challenges. Maybe bringing up the case of maybe the cancer issue. When I remember how my cousin was feeling during those times, the pain she was going through, she was regularly requesting us to call a medic to come and attend to her. And when I think of those cancer patients now who are in various hospitals or in various homes, who require their attention, it really does not beat logic because they are really going through a lot. And therefore, it is very important for government and the medics that they should find a common ground. They should reach a consensus because Kenyans are suffering all over. Be it the diabetic patients, cancer patients, high blood pressure, and those people who have got injuries. They are really going a lot. And therefore, government and medics should really iron out this issue as early as possible. So to ensure that service delivery to patients is done smoothly and in time.